demographics in which this generation is going to make a powerful pull in the organization. I think being ready for that earlier rather than later is good. And then secondly, what we're finding is that when that pull happens and Gen X and baby boomers and traditionalists have to start to adapt, once they get over that initial change period, they actually find they like it, that it can actually make them more productive to use some of these tools. So I think that would be kind of the things I would say about when is the right time for your organization.
Okay, great. We're going to do one more question, and we are going to attempt to answer the questions that haven't been answered in a follow-up, which we will probably post on the Ripple blog and include as an email link out to everybody. So if we haven't had a chance to get to your question, thank you for submitting it. So our final question for today: do you have any practical tips to getting baby boom generation leadership to value and recognize the unique working style of millennials?
It's funny because I was just in a meeting last week where somebody just couldn't get over venting about how much he disliked the millennial generation, and he would use words like entitlement and so on. So I know that there's actually some real visceral feelings that some of the traditionalists and baby boomers particularly can have towards millennials. So, one of the things we talked about in our book is, of course, in diversity training there is, generational sensitivity training. But I think the other thing to do, one of the reasons I put reverse mentoring in there, is because I think if you put two people together, they can build a relationship to help break down stereotypes. And so, helping a particularly obstinate baby boomer by giving him or her a